Are you the kind of person who likes to curl up on the sofa with a good book or maybe watch an exciting movie? Then maybe you have just a little traditional charm in your heart. Keep watching. Hi, it's Donna Robertson with Fabric Cafe.
And John Nossel.
And Fran Morgan.
And Hannah Johnson.
And this gang from Fabric Cafe are going to go to our very first quilt show in 2 years. We are so excited. We will be at the Mid-Atlantic Quilt Festival on February 24th and 27th.
It's going to be at the Hampton Road Convention Center in Hampton, Virginia.
And we're going to be in booth 1011.
So we want you to come see us and all of the beautiful quilts that we're bringing with us. We're going to have 3 booths, and we're going to have lots of quilt models, and we're going to have hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of beautiful quilt fabrics for you to choose from. So come and see us at the Mid-Atlantic Quilt Festival, February 24th through 27th. See you there. Today we have a great show for you. We have new quilt models, so you'll see some new things today, and all of them have that traditional charm that just warms up every decor. So let's start off with Picture Perfect. Picture Perfect is one that's been around for a little while and everyone loves it. Several people have told me it's their go-to pattern. It goes together really fast, has a big block of your focus fabric, and then we have a little block here that's bordered with the number 3 fabric. So let's put that up here on the table. This is a motif fabric that has just come in recently, and we are so excited about it. It just exudes this cozy, warm kind of place, and I love it. So this is our number 1 fabric. It's going to go here. That's one we call our focus fabric. And then we have our number 2 fabric, and this quilt is perfect for being able to use a print in your number 2, but it still kind of falls to the background enough that it makes your other colors pop. So your fabric 2 is the lightest between the 2 and the 3. So you have your number 3 fabric, and this fabric is adorable. Look at those little bunnies that we have here. It is so pretty. So this one is called Vintage Aviary. Picture Perfect is your pattern, and it comes from Quick and Easy 3-yard quilts. Now the next one is Byzantine Door. This is another favorite. It too is sashed, and it too has, it's designed in such a way that you can get the 2 different focus prints, even though one of them needs to be lighter to give you the contrast. This is fabric 1, fabric 2. Fabric 3 is the one that goes in between just to give you some separation. Your eyes will land here and rest a little bit before they go to the next color. Now this is another beautiful motif fabric that's just come in, and this one's called Bohemian Trellis. So this one is going to go in the number 1 spot. The number 2 fabric is the lighter color. It will go in the number 2 spot with the number 3 in the sashing and the border. That's very pretty. And you know, this is one of those colors that will go with just about any kind of traditional decor because the colors are muted enough that they just kind of blend in together. So this one, Bohemian Trellis, 8022037. Byzantine Door is your pattern. Quick and Easy 3-yard quilts is the book that pattern is in. Now remember, you can order 3 kits and get a book free, or you can take an individual pattern with each one of them. Now you saw that last Byzantine Door. Well, here's you another Byzantine Door done in a little different coloration. I think you're going to like this one a lot. Now in this case, we chose our focus fabric first, and then we compared these 2 to get our light and our dark. So that's one of the magic parts of a 3-yard quilt. You can pick any fabric that you want for your traditional focus fabric, and this one just happened to be light, even though in the last Byzantine Door I showed you, the focus fabric was one of the darks. So this one, the fabric goes like this. We have our fabric number 1 in this block. Your fabric number 2 picks up those grays, but again, it becomes the lighter of these two, and here is your 3rd fabric, and it's going to go here. This is such a good quilt for being able to use a lot of prints. That's one thing that I enjoy doing. I like with a 3-yard quilt to have plenty of movement and interest in the quilt by using multiple prints. So our fabric number 1 is the white, and I like the way that it just blends great with this number 3 fabric. So we have 8021442 Somerset Blues, Byzantine Door. It's in the Quick and Easy 3-yard quilt book, and there are only 12 of these remaining. Now, either one of those would look great as a king-size quilt, so you'll need 4 kits if you want to make a kit king-size with any of our patterns. Now, this pattern is called Heartland. Do not have this fabric, but we have some other fabric to show you. So we'll put this one up on the table. And this is another one that just arrived, and this is going to be such a cool looking quilt. So we have our fabric number 1. It's going to go in the center of the block here, and this is one I'm going to use the focused fabric in the border. So some of my patterns, I designed that so that you can really get a framing of the color that I'm using in the focus. Okay, the number 2 fabric is this lighter color with that kind of a burnt red, a rusty red. It's really pretty. That's going to go in the background here, and then that will be your background color to really make this pop. So this is going to be here and in your half square triangles and in the center of your block. This one is called Pressed Flowers 8022038, and it is the Heartland pattern. That pattern is available in Pretty Darn Quick. Here's another new model, and this one is so pretty. The red work, so gorgeous, and it's a snap. So this particular one has the red and cream color block for your focus, and it just creates kind of a little bit more of a subtle look by having those 2 red prints, but just makes it gorgeous. Okay, so fabric number 1 is going to go in your largest block and in your focus position. Your fabric number 2 will go back here, and your fabric number 3 is this yummy red. There's a lot of reds in the traditional fabrics that we're showing you today. It's kind of like a mainstay that really adds the warmth to the pattern. 8022039 Cranberries and Cream. It's a Snap is your pattern, and that's from the book Pretty Darn Quick. Now the next one, this one's called Easy Street. Easy Street is one that I created whenever I wrote the pattern. It was one of those that was just easy to design and easy to write, and has a lot of interest with this block. This is a cool block. So let's put that up here on the table. And even though it looks like it might have a little bit of difficulty to get that look, I promise you it's super easy. So my patterns are known for being easy to follow, and we'll show you how to make that fancy block. This is your number 1 fabric with this one. It's going to go in the big 10-inch block as well as the smaller blocks. So you really get a lot of the focus fabric showing up in this quilt on the surface of the quilt. Your number 2 is going to be this pink. It will be in your background, and as you can see, it's really going to make this pop. Your number 3, again, here's another one of those warm reds that's going to go here, and it actually outlines the 10-inch block. So that one's going to be cool, and it is 8021865 Blushing Blooms. Easy Street is your pattern, and that will be in the book Easy Peasy 3-Yard Quilts. This one is the Modern Charm pattern, and when I first wrote this one, we were just hit with everybody loving it at the show when we first introduced it, and it's remained in our top 10. Everyone loves this one. We're going to put it on the top on the table, and it's called Prairie Dreams. So this one has the focus fabric's going to go here in the large block. The number 2 fabric becomes your light so that you can see the accent colors here and here. And then your number 3 is your border, and it's also your binding as well as your churn dash here. So this one is very pretty, and it is 8021121 Prairie Dreams, and it is the pattern from Quick as a Wink. It's called Modern Charm. Okay, the next one is Sugar Pie. And when I designed this one, I thought it looked like those little candies with the little twist papers on the corner. And so I was trying to think of a name with that when I came up with Sugar Pie. So this one we're going to put up on the table. And this is another one that looks kind of it's interesting how you can get such design when you have those contrasting colors. And this is all done in strip piecing. So your borders are real easy to put on this quilt. I'm going to move this one down just a little. And look at this beautiful new fabric we have. This one is your number 1 fabric. It's going to go here. Your number 2 fabric will be in the background, so it will fall back here. And your number 3 fabric is your blue. That's going to be your sashing, as well as your binding and your border. This one is from the book Pretty Darn Quick. Sugar Pie is your pattern. 8022040 Blue Bonnet is, Blue Bouquet, I'm sorry. One of those little flaws to my upside down reading. So this one is going to be a very pretty quilt. Now, remember, as I've said, you get to get a book free if you buy 3 kits. And all of the quilts that we showed you today, many of them came from the same book. So you'll be able to go in and choose that book free instead of the little patterns if you want. Now, if you're trying to bust up that stash, a really great deal for you would be our book bundle. Our book bundle has our printed books in the bundle. There are 9 different books. You get 1 special price and free shipping. And if you're enjoying our show, we sure hope that you'll subscribe and click on the little bell so that you'll get reminders whenever we post a new video. So it's Donna Robertson. Have a great day.